Hello everyone, Lila's Gigi here, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Dentelle bracelet by Janet today. If you're not following her, please give her a follow. She has some amazing designs on her account. Just beautiful. Go in there, take a look, see what you like. Like them and give her a follow. So we're going to do the Dentelle today. And would you look at this? I don't know how this happened. I haven't a clue. This is my hook from the Lumigurumi. I always thought that they were easy to bend, which they are, but I never thought I would have lost a tip. I have no idea how that happened. I'm glad that I bought several of them. So yeah, so here we are with this one. I also have one of the prototypes, but it's a little thick. I wish they would have something between these two sizes. It would be awesome if they did, because I think these are easy to bend, but that's just my opinion. So I had created yesterday this bracelet, and what I did was I put 2 bands through this. It had a big enough hole. You can just barely see them. So I used them as my cap band. So if you decide to add some kind of a bead, as long as you can get 2 bands through them, and then I use my hook. I have a little, my little safety pin hook here that I actually hooked the other end. I hooked this one and worked on one end and made it the length that I wanted, and then I let it go, put my hook through there and use those as the cap band, and it's really easy to do. I love this design. It's actually really easy. I think I'm going to use Black Sweets for the outside for the border color. And then I'm not sure. I'm going to add white sweets to it, and I have Egyptian brown and Egyptian gray. So we'll see how those colors come out today. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, and these of course are, the thicker bands, and they're sticky. So I'll do my best to get through this. So you want to make a cap band and pull a single band through that, picking up just one end of the cap band and closing. And it's a 10 loop setup. Another band, pull it through the first band, the cap band, pick up band 1 and close. So we'll have 5 bands on each side. For another one, pull it through 1 and 2. Come on. I'm holding that too tight, I guess. Pull it through 1 and 2 and pick up 1 and close. So we will need 1 more on that side because that's just 4. Pull it through 1 and 2. Pick up 1 and close. It's 5 on that side. We're going to slide it down to the other end. I'm not sure is this focusing correctly. Let's see. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to lift off band 1 and pick up the other end of that cap band and close. You're going to pull a band through 1 and 2, pick up 1 and close, link through 1 and 2, picking up 1 and closing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 3 on there. I think we do this 2 more times. Pick up a band, pull it through 1 and 2, pick up 1, and close. Always double check because, yes, there's 4 there, so we're going to do it 1 more time. Pick up 1 and a band, pull it through 1 and 2, and close after picking up 1. Okay, so this is the center. And you should have 5 loops, excuse me, 5 loops on each side. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull a band through the first 7. There'll be 3 on one side, and you're actually going to pull that band through these 4 loops right here. kind of have a shadow there, don't I? So I'm going to actually pull it through all four. I'm sorry, all seven, and then I'm going to readjust the three on the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That will leave 3 on the end here. As long as you've left 3, you're fine. Okay. Now we're going to pick up all of these loops. Okay. And you could do it by going over the top of these and scooping them up. I actually like to do this side because we're going to be putting this other end back on here. And if you do the side, you're not going to go down between that band. So we're going to pick them all up and then close it. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And I'm going to pull this down some. And then I'm going to rearrange 1, 2, and they're sticky bands, apologies. 1, 2, and 3. Come on. All right, I'll have to lift it up and over. Okay, so now you can see how the band, let's get this in here. You can see how the band is now like at the bottom underneath that. If I'd gone across the top, I could have pulled that band up and it would have been up a little higher. And you don't really want that because you don't want to lose that band. Okay? So now that we have it like this, we're going to take the two center. So in this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 6 and 7. We're going to cross those. Since I am right-handed, I'm going to take the one on the right hand and pull it over to over the top of that other one. Okay? So it looks, trying to not make my band so crooked. So it looks like this. It's crossed over. Right? So you're going to take your next color, and I think I'm going to use, the next color that you take will be what your center color is. So I think I'm going to use, this one, and that's the Egyptian gray, I believe it is. Let me double check. Sorry for the noise. Yes, that's the Egyptian gray. I'm going to pull it through everything, and I'm going to pick up 1, 2, and 4, and then I'm going to rearrange the outside too. So I'm pulling it through the first 6. Try to keep my hands where they belong. Pulling it through the first 6. Okay. And this has gotten out of order. Oops, there it is. It's hiding. So you may have to pull the bands back to get that 4th one, that number 4. That's that white one that I put through the middle. So I'm picking up 4, 2, 1, and closing. Okay. Then I want to make sure that that gold is showing. I'm going to rearrange 1 and 2. Okay. Let me pull this up a little bit. That might help. If I can get it. Oh, come on. Okay. So 1 and 2. And it should look like this. Hopefully you can see that okay. Okay, then we're going to take 3 and we're going to loop it over 2. 3 goes over 2. And take your next color. In my case, it's going to be the Egyptian brown. And I'm going to pull it through 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up 1 and 3. 3, 1, and close. And it should look like this. I'm hoping these colors are going to come out. Okay. Then we're going to loop. We're going to rearrange 1 and 2. Like so. Okay. Then we're going to take 2, which is the gold one that I have there, and pull it over 1. I can grab it. Just over the top of it. Okay? We're going to take a band. We're going to pull it through 1 and 3, and then we're going to reclaim number 2. So we're going to take our border color right here. We're going to pull it through 1, 2, and 3, and reclaim 2, which is my border color. Okay, I suppose you could do this in kind of the same colors, but I don't think you'd get the same effect as you would doing it with 4 colors. Okay, so that, so this is what it should look like. I'm going to scoot this down to the end, and I'm going to repeat that. So we're going to take the color that you want to be your center, the color that you want to be running up the center is the next band that you'll use. And you're going to pull it through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm leaving this one off here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not that one. Okay. Then we're going to pick up 1, 2, and 4. And 4 is that white one in my case. That's that cross band. So 4, 2, and 1, and close. Rearranging 2 and 3 over 1. And it should look like this. Okay. We're going to take 3 and put it over 2. I'm going to take my third color, which is my Egyptian brown. I'm going to pull it through 1 through 4, and I'm going to pick up 1 and 3, which is this this color right here. So I'm pulling it through 4. Going to pick up 3. And I'm going to pick up 1, and then I'm going to close it. Okay, then I'm going to swap 1 and 2, and then I'm going to take 2 and put it over 1, like so. Then I'm going to take my border band, my border color, I'm going to pull it through 1 through 3 and pick up 2. Grab a hold of it. It's going through 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to pick up 2 and then close. Okay, so it should look like this. You'll have these 3 on the side here, and you'll have these 4 in the middle. I'm going to take a white band, and I'm going to pull it through the 4 in the middle. So actually, and so that was your sequence. Okay, I'll do this one more time with you, and then I'll go off and finish mine. And when you're done and you're ready to close up, all you need to do is take your border color and pull it through every band on your hook, and that will finish that up. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's try this one more time. I'm going to take the white that I have here. I'm going to pull that through the first 7 bands. And like I said, these are sticky, so giving me a little bit of trouble, but I know where to stop because, you know, there are 10 on there, and so that 3 makes that 7. And pull that through. Okay. And I'm going to hold this and hold this other end so I don't lose anything, and I'm going to put my hook through all of those loops, and then I'm going to close. Okay, holding on to this so that I don't lose it. I'm going to change places with 1, 2, and 3, so that will get in between the 4 that we have here. And it will look like this. Okay. What I'm going to do so that I don't have to remember to go over left or go over right is I'm actually going to go down, slide this down to the other end so that I know I want to cross over from the right to the left. So this is my beginning point right here. And I'm going to cross the 2 center ones. Okay. Well, if it lets me. 1 and 2. All right, husband's home. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. My husband had gone on a bike ride and he came in and he's like, oh, it's really quiet in here. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's quiet because I'm filming. But anyway, so back to here. We crossed over the 2 middle, across the one on the right-hand side, over the top of the one that was on the left. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take the color, again, the color that you want to go up the center is the one that you will add now. Okay, so for me that's going to be the Egyptian gray. And again, I told you these are pretty sticky, so maybe I should have chosen something else to to do the video with, but that's okay. So you pull that color through 6, okay? You're going to pick up 1, 2, and 4, and 4 is hiding in here. It's that white one that I put on. So whatever that crossband is, that's going to be number 4 for you, okay? So sometimes it's hard to get, but that's okay. So 4, 2, 1, and close. Okay, all right, in the center there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap 2 and 3 over the top of 1, like so. Okay, so these 3 that are right here, I'm going to take 3 and put it over 1. I'm sorry, over 2, 3 over 2. I'm going to pull a band through, which is right now my Egyptian brown. I'm going to pull it through the first 4. I'm going to pick up 3, which is this one, and 1. So I'm pulling it through 4. I'm going to pick up 3 and 1 and close. Okay. Now I'm going to swap 1 and 2. And then I'm going to take 2 and pull it over the top of 1. Come on. Like I said, they're sticky, they're thick, and sometimes a little hard to work with, but I love the 300 count bands. Okay. Now I'm going to take my border color. I'm going to pull it through 1, 2, and 3 and pick up 2. Once I finish, I'm going to do the other side with you, and then I'm going to go off and finish mine. Okay, so pull it through 3, pick up 2, and close. Okay, it should look like this. When I go down to the other side, flip it around. Oh goodness, 2, 6. Okay, so now we're going to pull a band through the first 6, and that is going to be the color I want up the center, which is my Egyptian gray. Going to pull it through all 6. Shh. They're talking to the neighbor dogs. My poor Jack got beat up. Another dog came into my yard, and $1,600 later, oh, it was terrible. So we're going to pick up 1, 2, and 4. 4, 2, 1, and close. Going to swap 2 and 3 over 1. Shh. That's Flower. She thinks she's a big bully. So now we're going to swap. I'm sorry, we're going to take 3 and pull it over the top of 2, like so. Okay, going to pull a band through 4, these first 4 right here, and we're going to pick up 3 and 1. And that is going to be my brown, my Egyptian brown. I think this looks best with 4 colors. I don't know. I tried it earlier with just 3 colors, but it got a little confusing. So we're going to pick up 3 and 1 and close. Okay, swap 1 and 2 any way you can. Sometimes I have a little bit of problem swapping those. Okay, and then we're going to take 2 and pull it up and over 1. Take your border color, pull it through 1, 2, and 3, and then pick up 2. Oh, come on. They're just sticking together. All right, so take this, pull it through 1, 2, and 3, and pick up 2. So 1, 2, 3, pick up 2, and close. Okay. This is what it should look like. Very pretty. One thing I do want to mention is that when you're doing this, you'll know you're right depending upon your colors. You will have these 3 outside, which will be your border colors, and then these other accent colors, and then you'll have that white. So what I do before I do the next round is I just move it down so I know I'm working on the right side. So I know when I cross these 2 bands, this one on the far side here will go over the top to the left. Okay, so that is 2. Hopefully you got that. I don't think I need to do one more. Rewind if you need to. And I will be back when I finish mine. I like to double check and make sure that my bands, are showing right, because these are pretty shiny, especially the Egyptian colors. Well, the gold in it, and then the sweets and the white sweets. All right, so I'm going to finish mine up, and then I will be back with you. Pause me, rewind if you have to, and hopefully you got all that. All right, I will be back. Okay, I am back, and I finished my bracelet. I think, my colors are throwing me off a little bit here, and I think it's the black sweets that's throwing me off a little bit. I love it. I love the colors, but I wish I had not gone with the black sweets because they have, I don't know if you can see it, they kind of have a blue, silvery kind of shine to them. And these are more tan and brown, and then the white, of course, is fine. But at the end, and all I'm going to do is pull a band through everything off of my hook. And yes, I have a C-clip next to me because I don't know what I did with my other clip. So I'm going to attempt to do this as you're watching. So, to make sure those are a little straightened. And I'm just going to put the C-clip on here. I hope. I'm not a fan of them. That is one. And there is the other one. Okay, so I did get it secure with the C-clip. I made this as long as my wrist. You can make it as long as you want. You can see it's maybe an inch, maybe. And I like to leave room for my clasps. So give me just a second here. Let me see if I can find my little tape measure, which I usually have with me. And yep, there it is. I found it. Hold on. Just a moment. Scurrying back to my seat. Okay. All right. so I'll take a look and see. Maybe it's a little less than an inch. Yep, about an inch. So it's about an inch wide. It's a very nice, sturdy bracelet. The side there, and then the back, it's the same. So this is the Dentelle bracelet by Janet Today. Take a look at her Instagram account. Give her a follow if you'd like. My Instagram account is Lila's Gigi. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel for future tutorials. I'd love to have you. All right, take care.